Hopefully you took the time to watch the intro to sun salutation segment, about 20 minutes. Now I'm going to work through some sun salutations with less instruction. So the introduction to the sun salutations was really for the instruction, and now you'll see a practice, and you can follow along if you like. Starting in mountain pose, shoulders relaxed, heart lifted, feet about hip distance apart, standing just slightly pigeon-toed, tailbone reaching down long, jewel already squeezed in my belly, heart lifted, tuck of the chin. On an inhalation, arms fly up overhead. On an exhalation, a swan dive forward, hinge at the hips. Doesn't matter if hands touch the toes. Inhale, press to knees, glance forward, monkey pose. Exhale, fold forward, getting ready for lunge. Bend the knees, fingers come right beside the toes, and step the right leg back for lunge. Scooch it until it's in the right place. Shoulders roll back, heart lifted, glancing right out in front of the mat so that the back of my neck is nice and long. Pushing through the back heel, pressing the front foot, always engaging core. You can hold for however many breaths you like. We move back to downward facing dog on an exhalation. Big inhalation here. Exhale, hands plant. I am stepping back to downward facing dog. Pressing the floor away with strong hands. Shoulders spread wide across my back. Sitting bones reaching tall. As my legs start to warm up, maybe I can start reaching my heels to the floor, but right now, I'm not worried about that. Head and neck completely relaxed. I don't have to look forward. There's nothing to see there. Head and neck relaxed. On an inhalation, I move forward for plank pose. Belly stays strong. Shoulders stay wide. Heels reaching. Top of the head reaching. Tailbone reaching toward heels. Again, holding plank, 3, 4, 5 breaths, however long you like. And I'm going to move down all the way to the floor for cobra pose. You can drop to hands and knees, or you can come down like a push-up. Cobra pose, tops of the feet, press to the floor, hips press to the floor, not even using my hands to roll my shoulders back, lift my heart. You may not go very high, but the key is not to use the hands. Let the muscles in the back do the work. Let the hips press to the floor, let the tops of the feet press to the floor. When I'm ready for downward facing dog, planting hands underneath the shoulders, toes tuck. I could push up back to plank pose, then to downward facing dog, or I could come onto hands and knees, rock back. Already I'm pushing with my hands, lifting my knees, down dog. Right leg forward for lunge. Three or 4 or 5 breaths. Keeping off with the left foot, coming forward fold, Uttanasana. Reset the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit pigeon-toed. I'm not even going to use my hands on the way up because that puts a lot of pressure on the back. I'm going to bring hands to heart space. That little jewel in my belly button is squeezed tight. On an inhalation, coming all the way up. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Hands by the toes, step back for lunge. Push through the back heel, reach up on the back of the knee so that knee is not bent. The leg is nice and straight. Nice and strong. Stepping back for downward facing dog. Head and neck relaxed. On the next inhalation, forward for plank pose. Exhaling, either pushing down as if I'm doing a push-up, or knees can drop to the floor. I can come all the way down. Cobra pose, tops of the feet press to the floor, shoulders roll back, heart lifts. Not glancing up because that's going to crunch the back of my neck, just glancing forward. Keeping the shoulder blades moving back and down. Elbows tight, like they can touch each other behind your back. Releasing, toes tucking, pushing back, hands and knees. Down dog. And right leg forward for lunge. Left foot forward, Uttanasana. Again, I'm not even going to use my arms. Hands together at heart, jewel squeeze in the belly button, inhaling. One last time, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, fold forward. Hands to the knees, inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Fingers by the toes, right leg back for a lunge. Maybe I decide I want a stronger lunge. I lift my hands. My legs work a little harder. Hands to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Keep those sitting bones reaching back behind you. Shoulders rolling wide across your back. As calves warm up, heels can drop lower to the floor, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is that the spine is long, head and neck are relaxed. Inhale, forward plank pose. Exhaling all the way down for cobra pose. It may look like I used my hands to get up into cobra pose, but everything comes from pressing hips to the floor, tops of the feet to the floor, no hands. Back to downward facing dog. Right leg forward for lunge. Maybe again, I'm feeling stronger. I want to lift my hands, let my legs do more of the work in the lunge. Left foot forward, Uttanasana. Reset the feet, sync with the breath. Hands together at heart space. Squeeze that little jewel in your belly button. Inhale all the way up. Namaste. so we'll start with the vinyasa. Left foot forward, right foot back. Hips squared to the front of the mat, back heel stays grounded. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend front knee, heel doesn't lift. Inhale, cactus elbows. Exhale, push it away. Hold here for an inhalation. Exhale, fold, hands to the blocks or to the floor, straighten that front leg, relax, breathe, release. A breath or two or three, whatever it takes for you to relax. Next inhalation, ground the back heel, bend the front knee, arms fly up, warrior one. Exhale, lower arms, straighten leg. We'll do on 3 on each side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend knee. Inhale, cactus elbows. Exhale, push. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands to the blocks, straighten the front leg. Fold, breathe, release, T-break. Prepare to ascend, back foot anchors. Inhale, bend the front knee, arms up. Exhale, lower arms, straighten leg. Last time, inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, push it away. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, fold. Arms, hands plant. Leg straightens if it wants to. Next inhalation, ground the back heel, bend the front knee, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, lower arms, big step forward, or 2 or 3 or 4 steps forward is perfectly fine. Shake out that right foot because it gets a little wonky back there. And when you're ready, change sides. Right foot forward, left foot back. Heel grounded, toes reaching up to that corner of the mat, hips forward. Legs straight, arms relaxed. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend knee. Inhale, cactus elbows. Exhale, push it away. Different side, different energy, maybe something different you're pushing away. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor or to the blocks. Straighten that front leg. Keep it bent if you need to. A breath or two to relax. Next inhalation, bend the front knee. Arms up, warrior one. Exhale, lower arms. Straighten leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend knee. Inhale, cactus elbows. Exhale, push forward. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, fold. Straighten leg, T-break, tea time. Next inhalation, back heel is grounded. Bend the front knee, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, lower arms, straighten leg. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, front knee bends. Inhale, elbows. Exhale, push. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, fold. Straighten leg if it wants to. Breathe and release. Next inhalation, back heel grounds, front knee bends, arms fly up. Exhale, lower arms, step forward. Again, 2, 3, 4 steps until you get it is fine. This is a great little flow sequence.
centered around Warrior One, perfect for if you only have 10 or 15 minutes to get a little movement in before rushing off to work or first thing in the morning when you wake up before you jump in the shower. I did not orchestrate this, I did not choreograph this. This is a variation of a vinyasa taught by Donna Fari. And as I said, it works with Warrior One, so we'll review some of Warrior One before we get started. Warrior One, left foot I'm going to keep forward, big step back with my right foot. For Warrior One, I want my hips to be pointing forward, and I make sure that the movement comes from the hips, because if I move my shoulders forward, my spine is meant to twist, so I can move my shoulders forward and my hips will still be pointing out to the side. So I want to make sure that movement originates from these little hip bones. Back heel stays on the floor. The back foot, the back heel never pops up off the floor during this vinyasa. If you're having trouble with balance, or if that back foot wants to pop up off the floor, very simple remedy is to step that right foot a little bit wider so that you have a wider base, you have more balance, the hips don't have so far to turn forward. I'm going to step mine back. Warrior One, the front knee bends, but it never goes past the ankle. So my front knee would stop here. If I find that I'm here, that means I need to take a step back so that when I bend my knee, it only goes here. A little bit of give and take, play around with it, do what feels good for you. Finally, in Warrior One, front knee is bent, back heel is on the floor, hips are turning forward. I lift my arms. Inhale, arms up, fingertips reaching, but this little tip of the shoulder blade reaching down as well so that the ears have room to breathe. So inhaling, fingertips reaching, shoulder blades relaxing. This is full Warrior One. You can look up, but if that bothers your balance, definitely not necessary. A gaze straight ahead is perfectly fine. So other side, right foot forward, left foot back. Find that balance. My hips move forward. My back heel is planted. Front knee bends, not past the ankle. Inhale, arms up. Shoulder blades relax down. Fingertips actively reaching up. Stepping forward. Okay, so we'll be moving a lot throughout this vinyasa, and you just do what feels comfortable for you. I'll walk you through it slow at first, and then we'll get into a rhythm. So left foot forward, right foot back. I start with straight legs, arms hanging at my hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the front knee, back heel stays planted. Inhale, with my elbows pulling out to the sides, lifting my heart. Think of a cactus here, cactus arms. On the exhalation, push forward like you're pushing something heavy away. Push and hold here for an inhalation. Exhale, hands come down either to the floor or to some blocks or to a chair in front of you. And if you want to, you can straighten the front leg. If you have tight hamstring or tight lower back, not required that you straighten the leg. The goal here is just to relax a little bit more. So folding, a couple of breaths here, relaxing, breathing. Donna Fari calls it a tea break because she's from New Zealand. Now, on my next inhalation, back heel stays grounded. Bend front knee, inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower arms, straighten front leg. So walk through nice and slow on the other side so that one side doesn't tire out before we start the vinyasa. Left foot back, right foot forward, hips forward, legs straight, arms loose. Inhale, arms up. Back heel stays planted. Exhale, bend the front knee. Inhale, cactus elbows. Exhale, push something heavy away. You don't want it anymore, get rid of it. Hold here for an inhalation. Exhale, hands to floor, hands to blocks, whatever you need to do to relax, because really that's the goal here, is to relax for a couple of breaths. If that means wiggle the hips around, if that means shift the position of your feet, then that's what you're doing. On your next inhalation, front knee bends, back heel stays planted, arms fly up to warrior one. Exhale, lower arms, straighten leg. And that step forward may take you 2 or 3 or 4 steps, and that's perfectly fine.